Hey, B. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review on Love and Hip Hop, ATL. Okay, I know this review is late. I was supposed to get it out over the weekend, but y'all know I had been sick, so I really took I think Saturday to just rest. All right, I did kind of slick forgot about it just a little bit. But also I know I took some time out to just rest and try to not do a whole lot of nothing, okay? But yeah, now we're here. I want to go ahead and get up the latest review before the next episode comes out. So let's go ahead and do that. And make sure that you guys are coming into the video. And as you're coming into the video, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button, okay? I know sometimes we come in, we be all focused on the content and we be, listening, get our kiki on or whatever like that, and we might forget to, support the channel by hitting a like. So make sure you do that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about a few things. Let me get my notes up real quick, okay? So Scrappy. Let's talk about Scrappy. Scrappy says that people are trying to blame him for the divorce between he and Bambi, but he says they don't know the whole situation. I do feel like it doesn't. It's typically both of y'all. All right, for the marriage to dismantle, I don't think it's more on one person than it is on the other. I'm sure y'all both had y'all issues within the marriage that resulted in it, flaking and not working out. My thing is this though. Stop telling us the situation, or stop telling us that we don't know the whole situation, but you're not explaining the situation, right? Now, I did see somebody get in my comments because, I did a live and we were talking about Sierra and stuff like that. And I did see somebody get in my comments and they were like, Jamie, he did do an interview where he dropped all of the receipts and stuff. I have not seen that interview. Y'all go ahead and send me the link to that interview so that I'll be able to check it out or something. Okay, tag me on Instagram. If you see it on Instagram, tag me on Instagram so that I can see what's really going on, because I have not seen that. Okay, and I'm sure there are a ton of people like me that might watch the show but don't really catch all the aftermath of whatever's happening. Okay, so I didn't see that, but send it to me so I could get an understanding on the whole situation of what the hell he's talking about. Because to me, Scrappy is saying the same thing that Mama D has been saying. Oh, you don't know the whole situation. She's a liar. She's this, she's that, whatever. Now you got Erica Dixon coming into it, and she's also saying the same thing, that, Bambi is a mess and this and whatever else she wants to say about her. But nobody's really giving me concrete nothing to go off on, what has she done? What did she do? I do remember Mama D coming out at the time when Erica and Bambi and Imani were all beefing on social media, while Scrappy sat and played the background and didn't say any damn thing to defend anyone. Mama D did say some things about Bambi lying about her age and things like that. So I do remember that. I think Mama D could have also given us a little bit more details as well. But I would have liked to have heard that from a person that was actually in the marriage, not an outsider, right? Not a Mama D. I would have rather have heard these details come directly from Scrappy. So tag me, all right? Now, Erica decides, and this is Erica Dixon, the baby mama to Scrap's first child, okay? Ex-fiance, girlfriend, whatever she is this week or next, okay? Now, she goes with Scrappy to meet with an attorney about his divorce to Bambi. I'm not tripping off of her having his back or giving support, but I did not really like the question that the attorney asked Erica, which was, how do you feel about Bambi as a stepmom? For me, I like Erica. I have no issue with Erica. I like Bambi. I don't have an issue with either one of those ladies, okay? I like them individual reasons, all right? But I will say this. I don't feel like it was necessary to ask this woman this question when she ain't got shit to do with the marriage or anything going on with Bambi and Scrappy. Why the fuck is we asking Erica Dixon her thoughts about Bambi as a stepmama? That's just what I think. I feel like now that her daughter is older, maybe that would have made sense when she was, younger. Her daughter's older now. That's a question for Imani. I feel like, Imani, you tell me, because your mama is giving us her opinion from kind of on the outside, whereas you experienced it. Okay, and it's her mom experienced it too, but in a different way. And for me, because I know the history between Erica and Bambi, I don't know if she's saying that because she don't like her ex based on going all the way back, or if she genuinely has an issue with her parenting. So Imani, based on what you've experienced as Bambi as a step parent to you, you tell us, how do you feel? And baby, the girl pretty much told us when they got into it on social media how she feels. She don't really care nothing about that lady. Okay, and it's really giving that lady. Okay, it wasn't giving the Bam, it was giving that lady. So she don't want to have shit to do with her. And she kind of talked about it when Erica, Scrappy, and her, they all, Eric, yeah, her mom, Scrappy, they all went and they did this little zombie game. Okay, they had family day or whatever, and she just pretty much opened up and said how much she adored her parents. I mean, a lot of people do, and when it comes to their parents, they don't take a lot of disrespect. Period. So Imani felt like when her parents were being disrespected, when Bambi would talk shit about her mama, disrespect her dad in her face, or whatever the case is, it really shaped and molded her perspective of Bambi. And from that, she's like, if you disrespect my parents like that, then you disrespect me. You can't disrespect my parents and then sit up there and say that you love me, because I'm an extension of them. So no, that's not how that goes. So she just feels like she don't fuck with Bambi because of those very things of what she's witnessed. And I think that Imani is well within her right to feel however she feels about that. Like, I'm not mad at it. If that's how that baby feel, that's how that baby feel. And who the fuck am I? Okay, I can't be upset with that because she experienced it. All right. Let's see. Anything else happened? Imani refers to Bambi as a Debbie Downer. And Scrappy says, Debbie Downer, Debbie Downer. Like, he understands what the fuck a Debbie Downer is. In that moment, I will be honest and say Erica Dixon did irritate me just a little bit. Excuse me. The way that she tried to elaborate on what the fuck a Debbie Downer is. And I was just like, girl, he know what the fuck a Debbie Downer is. You putting 20 on 10, like a Debbie Downer, a person that does this, that, and the other end, da 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 da. And I was like, Erica, shut the hell up, girl. He gets it. He just want to make sure that he heard those words come out of his daughter's mouth. Okay? So that, and I felt like when Scrap was asking her Debbie Downer, I felt like he was saying that because he want to make sure that they heard it on camera, that I didn't say this, my daughter is calling you the Debbie Downer. Let's be very clear about that, okay? So that's where that was coming from. But that was pretty much it when it came to the Scrappies of the world and the Dixon family or whatever. So we talked about that. Kirk and Rashida. Kirk is upset that Rashida has been around here doing too much. So much so that she didn't sat up here and forgot to file for a permit in the historic district. Okay, so because she did this, it could possibly delay them opening up the bistro. Y'all know they shut the bistro down because now they're about to revamp it and really make it like a brunch spot. And I agree with that. I'm kind of with that. Make it a brunch spot so y'all ain't got to be open so late at night. If y'all don't want to, it's up to y'all. I don't know their hours or anything, but I know some brunch spots are only open during a certain time, so they can close up by 5 or 6 in the evening, and they can go on to their next thing, which I think would be very great for Rashida and Kurt, being that they have multiple businesses. I'm gonna have to end this call, girl, and hopefully y'all can still hear me and my audio's not messing up. But anyway, being that y'all got multiple businesses, open up at like I guess 9, do like a 9 to 5, 9 to 6. Or whatever, y'all get in there at 9 or whatever, get this shop opening up or whatever y'all gotta do, and we're gonna open the doors at 11 or whatever. So we're gonna have a brunch or whatever from 11 to 3 or 11 to 4 or 11 to 3. Get what you can get from 4 to 6, and then after that we close. Like, I don't think that's bad at all. So yeah, now let's go ahead and keep going. Now, understand that Rashida did pull through at some point. It did take some time, but she was able to go ahead and get the permit. So now they are back on a go and they get to, progress forward and do the stuff that they need to do. Okay. Now let's get to Amy and Chaotic, because she does go and she meets with Chaotic, and she says that she felt awkward when he hugged her. Okay, I'm sorry, not when he hugged her, but when he hugged Erica Banks. She felt the way because when he hugged her, he was being extra. He was picking her up, putting her all on his body and doing all of that. Like, he was doing a whole fucking lot, okay? And I did feel like this, Amy, you don't even like this man. So whatever he chooses to do, however he chooses to do it, I hate to say it, whether it's in front of you or not, it's giving you shouldn't even be bothered. Like for what? Like you don't even, it ain't even like you interested. However, some part of me does understand Amy just a little bit, because it's like, even if let's say I was interested though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not really interested, but if I was, I still feel like that's rude, because don't be telling me one thing and then when I get there, you disrespecting me in my face. So I may have started out not liking you, and I might want to start liking you, but whatever you're doing is really making me not want to do that. Do y'all see what I'm saying? But if you are still so adamant that you don't want him and you don't like him, then it really should not matter what the fuck he doing. But I understand if a nigga is telling you one thing and then his actions is showing something else. Like, that's, nobody likes that. You just reassuring the reason why she don't want to be with your ass, okay? But all right. Let's see. What else? Then I didn't like how Chaotic sat in her face and played. Chaotic, you be disappointing me like every episode, I swear. I didn't like how he was playing in her face, talking about how he be working out and this or that, and you know she got extra weight on her, and I have to do this and that. What the fuck does that have to do with you scooping her up and doing all this extraness? Okay, so it's like, I wouldn't even want to be, like, I feel like, Amy, if you are a slight bit of interested in Chaotic, it's because you ain't got no other options right now. Because that's the only thing. Everything he's saying is just straight stupidity that I just would be like, baby, go ahead on. We are good friends. Like, just go ahead on. I wouldn't even try and take it no further than what the fuck it is. Like, just let it go. Let's see what else. Amy says that he has been telling her all of the freaky things. Okay, so maybe Amy been a little turned on by, because you know they have been a little filly touchy. So Amy knows what he's working with down there. Maybe she don't want him. Maybe she just want the dick. Who knows? But she says he's been telling her all of these freaky things that he wants to do to her, but it seems like he already over there doing everything with Miss Erica, honey. Okay, so that's what Bambi is. I'm sorry, I keep saying Bambi, but Amy. That's what Amy is over there saying. All right. What else we got? Let's see what else going on over here. That was pretty much it. So Art of a Woman is coming up. You know, I believe this is Mita's event. She invited Yandy and a lot of other ladies to be a part of this event. It's for women in music, and it's just a conversation to keep them inspired, uplifted, you know, knowledgeable of how the industry works and everything. So I think that was a dope event. I feel like I don't see a lot of those events take place. It is more so an overall women's empowerment event where it's like businesses, entrepreneurs, but it's rarely ever focused in on a particular group like the ladies in the music industry. And I do like that a lot, that Mita decided to do this event, because I feel like a lot of women get taken advantage of in the industry. And women that's in the industry and knows how it works is good for y'all to be the ones to tell them how this should go. Okay, so I just think that was a good event overall. Now, what we're learning is that Erica and Amy are learning themselves that Chaotic be telling them two different things, okay? Amy had one understanding of how it was supposed to go when she got to the video shoot. She got there, it was supposed to be something different. Erica said, oh, I didn't even know he told you this or told you that. Erica, girl, you need to start taking heed. Start taking heed to what it is that she's telling you Chaotic is doing. Because why would you want to flaw that like that? That'll be over there telling this girl one thing, and then you over there just rocking with him like life is grand, as if he ain't telling you a completely different thing as well. But all right then. So anywho, Amy says that she wants Erica to tell her what's going on, like, you effing him or you not. And I'm kind of like, again, Amy, I slick feel like that ain't none of your business. I feel like it's not any of your business, but at the same time, I do feel like if y'all are building a friendship or whatever, Erica, like, just be honest, because I mean, like, why would you want to build that friendship on withholding information? Why? Unless you just don't really see her as a friend, but more so an associate or acquaintance of some sort. But, yeah, so I have mixed feelings about that. Like, Amy, you keep questioning and keep asking about details of a man that you don't want. So it shouldn't matter what it is that they doing when he's already showing you what it is in your face whenever he gets with her. Come on now. Come on now. That's a clear indicator of what's going on. Stop inquiring. You want her to just keep it a buck. Don't worry about it no more. You know, right? But, I mean, I do kind of get it, because I feel like Amy always forthcoming with information to her, so why can't she do the same in return? So, yeah, y'all let me know now. What's next? So Yandy and Amy have a talk. Of course, they talk about Renni Rucci, who's there. Amy lets Yandy know the situation of how Renni Rucci kind of stole her song. At least that's how it appeared when she was over there rapping and stuff. The lyrics or the song, on social media. Amy got wind of it. She got upset. She reached into the DMs of Renni Rucci, told her about it. Renni immediately got an attitude off rip, and I believe that based on how she came to this women's event was enough to let me know that she immediately got an attitude. And I think Renni could operate from a space where she always has to be in defense mode. And God rest her soul, which is her mom, because I feel like her mom contributed heavily to her always having to be on defense mode when people approach her with simple ass questions, okay? So when Amy hopped in Renni's DMs, Renni got an attitude and said, "Oh, girl, you need to take that up with the label, whoop, and just, shut her down or whatever." According to Amy, Amy says that she blocked her. Renni said that she never blocked her until she went to the blogs. So Amy says that she did take it to the blog. She did go public, or no, she didn't say she took it to the blogs, but she said she went public, okay? The blogs picked it up is what happened, all right? Because I remember that argument, but I always saw it as the blogs picked it up, not that Amy gave them anything, okay? But anywho, okay, yeah. So Amy says that she went public, and when she went public, she was talking about the label. She wasn't talking about Renni. Renni ended up getting an attitude with her, getting in the comments, whatever. So I guess they had some exchange of words, and then next thing you know, she ended up blocking her, which makes sense because it's like if she would have blocked you as soon as she DM'd you, she would have never saw a lot of the stuff that you had to say and enough to like go back and forth with you for real, right? Now, well, I can't say never. She would have never saw what you posted, but she would have saw what the blogs posted. Yes, but if y'all had some type of interaction going back and forth, then maybe you weren't blocked at that time. But maybe y'all was communicating by way of the blogs. When you saw what she said on the blogs, you went on your page and said what you said. And then when she saw what you said on the blogs, she went on her page and said what she said. So basically there was a lot of, back and forth. So Yandy wants them to pretty much resolve their beef. Like, this is a place, empowerment. We got these women. We all working together. We're working on being in the industry and all of that. It's enough coming at us already. We don't need to do that with each other, okay? Y'all need to talk and get this sorted out. Yandy goes over to tell Renni that she wants her to have a conversation with Amy. Out the gate, Renni is uninterested, has an attitude. Amy was kind of open to the idea of having a conversation. That's fine. All right? And let's be honest here. While they keep talking about that was 3 years ago, or this happened when this happened, or whatever, however, when the fuck ever it happened, okay? Because it doesn't matter. Girl, Cardi threw a fucking shoe and ready to beat Nicki Minaj at whatever awards years ago, and they still beefing. Girl, so why you talking about some let it go 3 years? Girl, it just happens like that, okay? All right, girl, goddamn. But anywho, Amy was willing to have the conversation, and Renni was kind of over the conversation. Like, she wasn't interested. It was 3 years ago. It was whatever. Amy was very calm. So when they finally brought them together to have the conversation, I felt like, to me, Amy was very calm with trying to have the conversation. Renni was the one that had the attitude right out the fucking gates, okay? Had an attitude right out the gate, was not interested, didn't want to interact, have the conversation or anything. And I feel like, yeah, it was 3 years ago and it was old to you, but it's also 3 years ago, so y'all can still have a conversation because it's that old. It's not as deep now as it was then. But in addition, the main thing I wanted to say when I was talking about the how old it is that I don't recall Amy bringing this up. I feel like Yandy was the one that brought this up and was forcing this conversation to happen. Okay, while you still sitting up there talking about it was 3 years ago or whatever. So Amy was very calm, but Renni was doing the most. And Yandy was trying to make Amy be the one to calm down. So as Amy is trying to talk, Renni is the one with the attitude. For me, Renni is the one with the attitude. Why is y'all coming at Amy? Because when Amy finally met her ass where she was at, and got a little loud, then y'all want to sit up there and tell her to calm the fuck down. And let's also be very clear that Renni called Amy a bitch before Amy said anything like that. But y'all just let Renni ass slide. And I saw people in the comments talking about colorism. And I said, girl, I'm not even finna deny y'all right here. Because why the fuck is y'all saying anything to Amy when Renni ass is coming up there and she already got a fucking attitude and had an attitude the whole time? Amy came to her the first time to have a fucking conversation. Then turned around and came back to this bitch to have a sit down conversation with her ass. And this bitch just acted however the fuck she wanted to act. You know, and granted, I think the second time Renni was kind of willing to listen, but Renni still had the attitude, whereas Amy let go of her attitude. And I didn't like that shit. But y'all kept being on the neck of damn Amy, but y'all wasn't over there trying to check Renni. And you know, this is what I said to myself to make me feel better. I said, you know why they probably on Amy the most? It's because they see more potential in Amy than they see in Renni ass. That's probably why. They see her getting further in her career than they see Renni getting further in her career, which is why they like, let's not do this. Let's be, you know, let her do her thing, whatever. Like, you know, you got to worry about your legacy. You know, you carry your legacy everywhere you go. How you finna lead this legacy? You want to go have a talk, what you want to do, whatever. So, you know, them having that whole conversation, it just made me feel like, okay, they must see way more potential. Because, girl, that pissed me off. I didn't like that energy. And then Deb asked, and see, y'all be giving Deb too much fucking credit for me. And I do believe that Deb deserves credit where it should be. I think a lot of people hold on to the fact that, of course, Waka Flocka is her son. But before Waka Flocka was her son, okay, before he became Waka Flocka, she worked with Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj no longer worked with her or gives her any type of credit, from my understanding, okay, towards her career. You know, but that's not enough for me. Like, I think Deb is good or whatever, but y'all give Deb too many passes to get loud and get smart and get fly with motherfuckers. It couldn't have been me, because I don't give a fuck about you. So when Amy is over there talking to Renni, Deb coming out of nowhere and start yelling, talking, but then leave then. First of all, who the fuck is you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Because if I can't come out and be disrespectful to you because you're Deb, then please know that you can't be disrespectful to me either when I'm not even talking to you. And you probably don't even know the full scope of the situation. Doing the fucking most. You said some wonderful things. Don't tell me about shit that I said that was wonderful, because at this moment, all of that is obsolete because of how you just responded to me in this moment. I don't like this shit. And that's not finna change for me. I don't care nothing about Deb's credibility, anything. That's like saying that, and even though Deb is nowhere near the level of Diddy, but that's like Diddy being able to tell somebody, didn't leave then. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, that's everybody not gonna go for that shit. I didn't like that. And I loved how Amy responded and said, I am. But I said what I said. Okay? I am gonna leave. But in this moment, I said what the fuck I said, and I stand on it. I know that's right. Girl, the hell you think you talking to? And why is everybody in Amy face and ain't nobody in fucking Renni face? And Renni over there sitting over there with this little roses in her face, this rose twirling it. Just smelling the rose, like, yeah, get in her ass. Not nobody saying that to me. Like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? She was wrong. Had she never met Amy with that energy, Amy would have never gave that energy to her ass. Like, girl, anywho. So they go back and they do have a conversation. Renni says that she went to the person that put her in the situation. She said, and you didn't know that. And see, that's the thing. Granted, I do think that Amy could have considered that. Like, let me consider the possibility, right? That maybe this girl has already checked on whoever, you know, fucked it up. You know, and Amy does realize where Renni was coming from. But Renni was like, just because you didn't know that. But see, that's the other part where you could understand too, Renni. Just like Amy could have sat up there and considered the possibility that you had that conversation, you could have considered the possibility that maybe she's still upset because these people haven't talked to her or whatever. So she don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, as I look at the situation, I don't see any room as to where Renni was right in anything. And I think that they both handled the situation inappropriately. Okay? They both handled the situation not being on their grown woman. Renni got an attitude right out the gate because that's typically what Renni ass does. Okay? Right out the damn gate. So just as much as Amy could have been understanding to the situation, Renni could have been understanding to the situation as well, understanding that you too are an artist. And if you are an artist that actually writes your music or whatever the case is, and even if you don't, right? Even if you don't, it's just understanding, like, you know that wasn't your shit. You know that wasn't your music that you came up with. So you could have at least understood or sympathized a little bit of where she was coming from. Okay, so yeah, and based on how I watch Amy, I just don't see Amy approaching this girl on some attitude type shit. Like, bitch, you got my song. I could see Amy just approach her like, hey, a lot of people sending me this, da 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 da. Just wondering, like, how did you get access to the song or whatever? I did write that song. I could see her reaching out to Renni on trying to get an understanding of what's going on. Renni got the attitude right out the gate. Okay, so then now we got a fucking problem, bitch, because I didn't even come at you like that. So that's just where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, I don't think either of them handled the situation in the best manner. So I'm not going to give any kudos or credit in any fashion to Renni. Like, Renni didn't start it, or Renni didn't do this, or Renni didn't do that, and Renni, fuck no, okay? They both wasn't right. But that was pretty much the episode. So that's all I pretty much got for Love and Hip Hop ATL. You guys hop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts and what you thought about, the episode and all of that. All right. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Threads at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.